Hi. I'm not gonna do anything in this video. I'm not gonna dance. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna toss fucking balloons in the air and then catch them. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna light anything on fire. I'm not gonna catch anything. I'm not gonna sing anything. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna be talking the whole fucking video. So there's this guy. His name is Sean. That's who I'm gonna be talking about in this whole video. Okay. This is basically the last words I have about him. After 4 months of him being solidly on my mind all the time, these are the last words that I have. This is the last thing that whenever he comes into my mind, these are the only things that I think about. I think about the letters that he wrote for me. I think about the text messages, which I can no longer get to, so I no longer can reread them over and over like a dumbass. I think about how much of an asshole he became. He didn't start to become, he just became it. I think about how I'll never know the answer on why he dropped me like a hot fucking potato. And I think about how awesome he is. Awesome job. This is what I mean by awesome. I mean it in the most sarcastic fucking way possible. But awesome job, Sean. Awesome fucking job. Bravo. Fucking bo. You played me like a fucking card game. You played me like a fucking orchestra at the biggest concert in the fucking world. Played me like a fucking violin. And it was really actually pathetic of me because he said shit like I was his belle. And actually, I have letters here. I could say some of this shit. He's surprised in this letter on November 4th, 2011. He was surprised I even talked to him because I was way out of his league. Way out of his league. So, surprised I fell for that one. He really liked me. That was quoted. I'm surprised that I'm not surprised, actually. I'm not surprised. Not surprised by any of this. I should have listened. I fucking should have listened. Everybody I knew told me over and over constantly how Sean was a player and how Sean tends to not be, I don't know what the word would be. Wouldn't be truthful because it's not like he cheats, although he has, but I mean, he doesn't tend to be, or to go through with his word, I guess that's what you can say. If he says he's gonna do something, he usually doesn't do it. As in, like, I'm gonna go mow the lawn today. I'm gonna go what is it called? I'm gonna go cut the grass today. Fuck. Okay. Good for you, Sean. Good for you. He's not gonna fucking cut the grass. Are you kidding me? It's Sean. I don't mean in a way like, don't put any faith in him, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, if you want him to do something good and honest, he's probably not gonna fucking do it. And I felt really horrible because that's one of the things that I absolutely hated about, because I went to his house and I met his family, and when his dad was the one who said this, and it made me really upset. It wasn't even the fact that he said it, it's the fact that he said it in front of somebody that he had never met before. That's so fucked up. Okay? He said it. Sean was kidding around with his brothers. He was kidding around with and something happened, like, I don't know what happened. They did something. He was just joking around. He was saying something like, oh, don't break that, ha, you just kidding, you can break. I don't know what he was fucking doing. I can't even remember, but his dad said, Sean, or no, his mom, his grandma said, Sean, stop teaching them bad habits. And his dad was like, that's not gonna happen. You don't say that in front of company, okay? Fuck you. Fuck off. That's not what you do in front of company. I don't give a shit what you do in public or in private. You can say he's a fucking asshole. You can fucking do whatever you want in fucking private. You don't do it in person. It's like, I'm an abusive, that's like basically saying like, I'm an abusive wife, I'm an abusive husband, I'm gonna go beat my woman. It's fine. Like, whoa, dude, that's your problem, that's your family's problem. It's a different thing when you're like, I'm an abusive husband, punch, like, at a fancy fucking restaurant. Like, you, oh, punch, haha, I just knocked out my wife, BTW, we're at Chevy's. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's not what you do. That's not what you do, ever. That's so fucking rude. That is rude. And on top of that, every single person in the room looked at me and expected me to say something. Like, what am I supposed to say? That's his family. I'm not gonna get into an argument with his family the first fucking time I meet them. That's fucked up. Okay. Not that I'm gonna meet them any other time now, but yeah. Anyway, when I think about Sean, I think about how he lied to me, how he played me like a violin. And it was really actually pathetic of me, one, thinking that Sean, a person that every single person I knew said that I have to watch out for, said that I need to not talk to him, I need to stay away from him, stay fucking clear of him. It was completely ridiculous of me to think that he thought in any way like that of me. It was completely ridiculous of me to have faith in him like that. It was completely ridiculous of me to even start talking to him. And it was completely and utterly pathetic of me to go and try to fix things. Okay, so this kid, he completely drops me like a fucking hot potato, okay? And I want to know why, because I'm one of those people that when things get bad, you look at what you've saved from the good and you keep on replaying it over and over and over and hope that one day it gets back to that. But it's not going to go back to that. I'm sorry to ruin your happiness, but it's not going back to that, and that's how life is. It's not going to go. And I just wanted to know why, because I'm also one of those people that I feel like even if it's an answer that I don't want to hear, like, he could have said it was because of how I tie my shoes. He could have said it's because of my hair. He could have said it's because of some ridiculous reason, like me breathing. He could have said anything. I feel like anything, even if it's a horrible answer, is better than getting nothing. So that's all I wanted. It got to a point where, because after like 3 weeks of trying to fight it, after 3 weeks of trying to talk to him and trying to figure out what happened and trying to fix it, after three weeks of acting like an idiot, I realized that it wasn't going to go back to the way it was. And then I spent 3 more idiotic weeks of trying to figure out why, and that did not work out. I wasted all of my December trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out what I did wrong, what he didn't like that I did, what he didn't like that I can't control. And by that I mean, like, he didn't like my fucking eye spacing, like this area right here. He didn't like my eye spacing. He didn't like how big my nose was. He didn't like my ears. He didn't like something stupid about me. Because I wanted to know why, because somebody does that to you for no reason whatsoever. You're gonna want a reason. Like, it could have been, I really did not care at that point. I didn't care what the reason was. I just needed a reason, because when someone doesn't give me a reason for doing something to me, I think of reasons myself, and they are horrible reasons. Horrible reasons. Like, think of like the most insanely horrible thing. Insanely horrible things. Something so stupid and so ridiculous. Those are the reasons that people like me come up with for things that people like Sean do. People like Sean make people feel incredibly special and amazing and everything, and then drop them. That's just how they are. And I had said a thing on Facebook, I had said a thing on Twitter, and he had responded to both of them, and then he texted me. He said, I said, fuck this, fuck you, you are exactly like him. And he thought I was talking about my ex-boyfriend, but no, I definitely was not talking about my ex-boyfriend. I was talking about the one other person that I had insane feelings for, which was Brandon. I said it, Brandon. The difference, though, between Sean and Brandon were not the feelings, because the feelings were basically the same, but the difference between them was that his happened within the whole fucking year of sophomore year. The feelings slowly grew, okay? He also dropped me like a hot fucking potato for some random chick that I had never seen before until they started going out. But anyway, they grew. They were growing throughout the year. Okay? And then Sean made, okay, so you take all these feelings that happened over a period of like 8 months or so, something like that. Sean compressed them into about a month. That's a lot of feelings for 1 month. A lot. And when he dropped me, I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. And now when I think about him, I think about how he's a liar, how he played me like a fucking violin, how insane that boy made me feel, how fucked up it is. Like, people, okay, so there's actually one other thing that I think about when people bring up Sean, or when Sean pops into my head. I think about, for a whole fucking week, people came up to me every single day and were like, did you know Sean has a girlfriend? And I'm like, yes, sir, I did know that. I see it all over my fucking Twitter. And then they're like, oh, yeah. Well, she's a whore, so. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do about it? Oh, I can go buy him a fucking box of condoms. Like, I'll go get him an HIV test, an AIDS test. What the fuck do you want me to do? I can't do anything about that. That's his problem. And people always say, like, yeah, she's a bitch. Yeah, she's such a whore. I'm like, she's nice. Tilly's nice. I mean, fuck you guys. Tilly's nice. I'm one of those people, like, everyone's nice to me. Like, not like everyone's nice to me. Like, everyone's nice. Like, in my mind, they're nice. Like, I don't agree with all the things that people do. And when I say that to people, they're like this. They're like, how do you think she's nice? How do you think she's nice? She's such a whore. I'm like, those are some of the things that I don't agree with. It's just how it is. And I can't do anything about it, but that's how it is. I'm done with him. I'm done with Sean. I'm done with all the drama that relates to him. And I see him all the time now, and I just get intense anger when I see him. But I can't do anything about it, because he's not going to talk to me. And he's not going to text me, and I don't have his number, because I got a new phone. So I don't have to worry about texting him anything completely stupid and ridiculous. So, I guess that's it. I don't have anything else to say about him except for the fact that he is a liar and he played me and I tried to get him back. That was the thing that made me look pathetic. I tried. Actually, I'm gonna extend this video because I'm almost out of time.